Let's do some Top That Trade and add some levity to our lives. Joining us for that, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network News contributor, and Alan Knuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com. Looking good, guys. Round number one, 221 fun. The market is pricing in the Fed will do 2 rate cuts this year, 2 next year, and 1 rate cut in 2027. What will that mean for the price of the stock market?
Well, the markets have priced those in, but I think you're going to get some surprises between now and the end of the year. There could be some pulpit pressure to knock rates down. That was the immediate reaction to the do nothing on the last FOMC meeting. So keep an eye not only on that, but keep an eye on the 10-year note yield. If it gets below 4%, that could be very much a positive sign, because that means mortgage rates are going to get down to the 5%, handle, maybe 5.99. But psychologically, that is so much better.
Even having them priced in is like having the Fed put for the market, right? And there's been a lot of negativity in the stock market. I hear a lot of the algo guys and the smart money saying, "Oh my gosh, we're getting ready to crash." And I haven't heard it this loud for a couple of years. And of course, when that happened, the stock market almost doubled over the next 2 years. So I think there's a lot of pessimism in here. There's a lot of uncertainty. Even the Fed says they don't know how this thing's going to play out. But based on what we're seeing on some of the data, for example, the Philly Fed index and the manufacturing numbers, they're doing really, really good. And it's very unlikely that we're going to see a big slowdown in the economy if that's happening. So stay long stocks. The Fed's got your back.
Round 2, gravity or go-go gas. Natural gas has doubled. What's next? Will nat gas heat up or cool down?
I think it's going to heat up, right? We had a correction, and there was a time in the natural gas market that anything below $4 was considered to be cheap. And over the last couple of years, under $4 became the norm. But guess what? We're seeing the demand for natural gas go up exponentially, right? We're going to see the demand globally go around, and people are starting to realize that wind and solar just isn't cutting it. We're going to need natural gas to fill the void, to keep the environment clean, and to power the economy of the future. So we think natural gas, especially long-term, is a very good long-term play.
UNG, the ETF that tracks natural gas, yes, it's rallied more than 75% since November. We talked about it. We mentioned it. The risk reward was there. It was ridiculously low, and we were coming into winter. Now, as we get into the spring and summer months, now electricity and air conditioning are going to be the draw for natural gas. And it's still 80% off its 2022 top. So we've got a lot of upside in natural gas.
Round 3, tech Tumbler. Palantir shares have moved swiftly between hot and not and hot again. Is Palantir a tech buy in your book?
Palantir was down 30%. So it needed to have a pullback. But what you got to be cognizant of is the PE ratio is crazy. Not that it can't get more crazy, but it's at 700. So they only had revenue last year of $700 million. Again, it's not a Google that made $20 billion in pure profit. It's not an Apple that made $36 billion in pure profit. Their profit was a tiny $145 million. So, does it have a lot of room for growth? Yes. But be careful, because the fundamentals are not there just yet.
Yes, that may be true, but those other stocks that you compared Palantir to actually traded the same way as far as valuations early in the game. So it's definitely speculation. If you think they're on the right track, then this could be the buy that makes you rich. But if you're wrong, get ready to end up on the dust heap of history with many other speculative stocks.
On to your bonus round question for today. It's a spring ticker time. Are the following true or made up tickers? Spring, spelled spring, flower, FLOWR, and rain, all true or not?
FLOWR. Oh, no, they didn't. None of them.
All traded.
All traded and are true tickers. I was shocked too. Phil wins this week. Business First AM will be right back.